What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Strengthen Opening 101. Today's going to be a pretty exciting class. We're going to be exploring a little bit of opening work, a little bit of strength work, and the theme for today is going to be back bending. It's going to be spinal mobility, really helpful stuff to unlock. Kind of opens up a whole dimension behind your body that you don't really get the chance to pay attention to, and this will be a pretty exciting beginning to seeing what it's like to touch some of these topics. So we'll be doing some back bending. That'll be like at the halfway point to the end of the class. The very first part of the class, we're going to be focusing in on just push and pull strength um, and basics for upper body maintenance. And then we'll go into some back bending at the end. So why don't we go ahead and get started? The first thing we're going to do to start off is going to be just a little bit of a wrist warm-up. So setting ourselves up onto hands and knees. We're going to have ourselves set up where we have wrists right underneath shoulders, hips right underneath knees, and just from this position, I want you to make sure that you're giving yourself a little bit of space in between the fingers. Space is in between the fingers, and our hands are connected to the ground. From here, we're just going to take the time to put weight off of the hand, and if you can watch me here, I'm just taking weight off the hand, off into the fingers, and I curl in as much as I can. And then I return, other side. So first I place all my weight on my knuckles, fingertips, curl, curl. Now this is just a gentle way to start awakening the wrists. Taking time to breathe here. Deep breath in. Three more seconds. And done. From here, we're going to now put our hands actually on the opposite side of our wrist. And just take a moment to feel what that feels like. That might be pretty intense. You can bring your knees closer, or if you can keep them in neutral, keep them in neutral. From here, just leaning forward, leaning back. If you don't have very flexible wrists, you may not be able to lean much back, but if you have some level of flexibility, you can get a little bit of lean back in. And as we start to find ourselves comfortable on this side of our wrists, what we're going to do is lift up, and from here, curl the fingers up, and then come back down. Kind of like the opposite of the first one. Lift up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Yep, you got it. For 3 more seconds. And done. Last one we're going to be doing for our wrists. Wrists are just something that is worth taking care of. That's why we're spending time just kind of going through them for today. And they're going to help. Having open wrists is really going to help the back bending at the end. So from here, the way we're going to do this is I'm on my fingertips. And I'm just going to come into knuckle. So closing in knuckles. This might be a little easier to see from this angle. I have my knuckles closed off, and I'm just going to let my fingers open and collapse out to the side. When I say collapse, it's a controlled collapse. I'm using my strength to slow down the process. And again, if it requires knees closer, bring the knees closer, and then push back up. And just repping these out. Great way to get a little bit of antagonist training. 2 first. Looks like it may be opening up soon. Couple of days, which is exciting. 3 more seconds, and done. Fantastic. So, first part of today's program is we're going to just do push-ups and pull-ups. Simple, to the point, definitely worth your time. Definitely worth your time doing right. So we'll go through the form, and then we're going to go ahead and get 3 sets of each in. And the way we like to do our exercises is supersetting them. So we do a push-up, and right after that, we do the set, we go into pull-ups, and then we take a break. Push-up, pull-up, break. Push-up, pull-up, break. Push-up, pull-up, break. So let's go ahead and try that. So the way we want to set up our push-up, we come into a push-up position, we squeeze the legs together, pull in the stomach, tighten the glutes, deep breath in, and exhale on the way down. Elbows are turned in, back up. We're going 4 seconds on the way down. Goal is 5 reps, 5 to 8. If you want to go for the 8, go for the 8. I'll be showing 5. And 4 seconds on the way down, 1 second pause at the bottom, explode up. Make sure you're really using your lower body here by squeezing the legs. So let's go ahead and try that. Squeeze the legs, pull in the stomach. 5 reps, 4 seconds on the way down, beginning now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, up, and again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, up, and last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, up. Sorry, 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, and now it's the last. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. Tempo training is so important. It's easy to do. Well, it may not be easy, but some people can say they can do 40, 50, 100 push-ups. But with tempo, it will greatly, greatly increase the difficulty and make us really own the numbers we say. Next up is pull-ups. I have a pull-up bar right here. So for our pull-ups, we are going to go through the phases of the pull-up. This may be a review if you've been here for our other pull classes. So the way we want to set this up is hanging from a bar. From here, we're going to activate. So the arms stay straight. I just want scapular retraction and depression. So the scapula are just going to pull down. So step 1, pull down. Step 2, complete pull. From here, step 3, 3-second release. Step 4, relax the scapula. So let me just show 1 rep of that, and then we're going to go ahead and do that together. So, retraction and depression, elevation, 1, 2, 3, down. All right? How does that? Does that make sense? Do people need any questions to be answered? If so, let me know. I'm here to answer the question. So we're going to just do 3 pull-ups, but they're going to be 3 really good ones. Again, if you want to bring that, I like to give ranges for wherever people are at. If you have 0 pull-ups in your body, grab a table or a chair and use your feet on the way up as little as possible, and try not to use your feet at all on the way down. So wherever you're at. All right, 3 pull-ups. Coming in hot. Ready? 1, up. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Hit, up. 1, 2, 3. Last one. Hit, up. 1, 2, 3. All right. 3 pull-ups, 5 push-ups. I'm going to take a minute and 30-second break. Alright, and after we finish our series of push-up pull-ups, we're going to move into a little bit of opening work. And so what we're actually going to work on is opening up the front body. So doing some stuff to open up our hip flexors, and then from the hip flexors, we're going to go into the spine, and then into the shoulders, and all those three together, opening the front of the hips, opening the shoulders, and letting the spine become open is what will let us start creating some back bend magic. So pretty exciting stuff. Feel free to comment, let me know. Have you ever gotten the chance to try a back bend? That'll let me have an understanding of where we want to take this class. Because if you're newer to back bends, then we'll go super hard. Just kidding. If you're newer, we'll take it a little more gentle. So just let me know. Alright, coming into the last seconds of our break. And we're moving into back to push-ups. 5 push-ups coming in hot. Alright. Everyone got the cues going. Spread the fingers, grab the floor, pull in the stomach, squeeze the legs, deep breath in. Exhale, lower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back up. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back up. 2 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. On to second set of pull-ups. Three reps here, nice and strong. Remembering to really differentiate the 4 phases. And begin. 1, 2, 3. Good. Hit. 1, 2, 3. Again. Hit. 1, 2, 3. Woo. 2 sets down. 1 to go. Shaking it out in between the sets. 2 sets down, 1 set to go. There's been a lot of fun research I've been doing on shaking out joints as a cool down, and it's been pretty exciting stuff that's been surrounding the topic about getting swelling out of joints with some good shakes, and then also even resetting neuromuscular firing so that we don't get stuck in patterns of within our brain-body connection, but we can reset some of it and find better connections. So shake it out in between the sets is the bottom line here. All right, third set. If this has been feeling difficult, I think I forgot to mention, but you can always do the push-ups on your knees, and if it's feeling easy, you can always add a backpack. But do not lose the tempo. Let's go ahead and get started. Squeeze the legs together, pull in the stomach, spread the fingers, grab the ground, turn the elbows back, and begin. 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, up. Last one, 2, 3, 4, up. And last set of pull-ups. All right, 3 pull-ups here. Getting yourself strong in your grip and begin. Remember the 4 phases. Up, pull. 1, 2, 3. Again, up, pull. 1, 2, 3. And last one, up, pull. 1, 2, 3. Relax. All right. Very cool. My friends, mi amigos. Let's go ahead and reset the clock. 90-second rest. Right after this, we're going to be doing a few hip opening exercises. So we're just going to start getting the hips ready for some back bends. So we're going to just do 2 hip opening exercises, 2 sets each. And I think a fun way to do it will be to superset them. So we're going to do 2 of each. One's going to be just for the front of the hips, and the second one's going to be for rotation of the hips, which just kind of helps loosen up all the stuff that we might miss when we just try to angle it in one dimension. We have about 30 more seconds of a rest. All right. So the first one we're going to be doing is a split squat. Split squats are such a great way to start finding some opening in the hip flexor. It's one of my favorite hip flexor movements. So the way we do this is we spread the legs, and we're just going to go ahead and bend the front leg, letting the back leg stay as straight as possible. So if you watch me here, I actually encourage your knees go past your toes on the front leg, and keeping the heel of the front leg on the ground, back leg heel can rise. So you can watch 1 rep here. So I just come down, notice how my knee is passing, and I try to come as low as possible, that's comfortable, and then I push right back up. I try to keep at all times my pelvis underneath me, so that's what's going to really let me deepen that stretch. Let's go ahead and start it. We're going to do 10 reps, 10-second hold on the last one. So let's try that. And beginning now. 1, and up. 2, up. 3, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I accidentally had my timer going. You guys keep continuing. 8. Just keep going with that same tempo. Probably at rep number 9 now. And let's go ahead and do the last rep together. 10-second hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up. Right. Other side. And 10 reps. 1. Let the first couple be easy. You don't have to go all the way deep. 2. And eventually you can go deeper with each rep. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10-second hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, now moving into rotational opening for the hips. Coming into our 90-90 shape here. So setting up one leg to be at a 90-degree angle, the other at a 90. We actually bring the legs a little less than 90 here. And from here, I rotate to my back leg, which is pointing the back of the room. And then I try to find myself elevating onto my top leg. That's 1. 2. And really slow down the descent. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. So on the last one, just hold it at the bottom, rotate it, drive your feet into the ground as you hold this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, other side. Coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. 10-second hold on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. We're going to go through that one more time. And again, the reason why we're going through this before we start entering any back bending is when you enter a back bend, it's really how open are your hips and shoulders. that's the real constituents of whether you're going to have a strong backbend or not. So um, we really want to make sure that we're spending time on these joints here. So let's go ahead. One last time, going through for our hip flexors. 10 reps, 10-second hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, last one, 10-second hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, last one, 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Let's go ahead, come into 90-90s for our second and final hip opening set for today. All right. Coming up, rotate to the side that first the leg is back. And let me just quick tilt the camera down so we can see each other a little better. All right. Let's do it. So rotating towards the back leg, up, 1, and down, up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Holding it, 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Alright. Take a moment here. Let the hips windmill it out. Not windmill, sorry. Windshield wiper it out. It's getting some gentle motions here. And then we're just going to move into a little bit of shoulder opening. The next exercise that we're going to use is going to require somewhat of a stable surface, kind of like a chair that you can put your body weight on. A stable chair would be nice. So take a moment, go ahead and find something that'll let you utilize it. It can be a fairly long box or tall box, but again, about chair height. All right. Here is my chair. Boom. Set up. So from here, the next stretch we're going to be doing, opening, is going to be an LTI stretch. So LTI stands for lats tricep insertion stretch. Lats tricep insertion. So here's my lats, here's my tricep, and they both insert into my armpit, which limits my shoulder opening. So I want to stretch their insertion. LTI stretch. So the way I do this is I'm going to bring my elbows onto the chair. From here, I reach my wrists to try and touch my shoulders, and then I just try to maintain that distance. So I try and reach and maintain. As I reach back, I'm going to let my fingertips come together. So my fingertips are together. I'm reaching back, and from here, I make sure that I hide my ribs. So what that means is I pull in my stomach and arch my low back. So here it is. Low back is arched, and I do not lose that no matter what. So I'm not here. You see how open my shoulders are? That's cheating because it's actually coming from my spine. So I round the low back, hide my ribs, pull in my stomach, and now I feel it in my shoulders. So we're going to do a 30-second hold. If you are a beginner, I would just stay right where I showed. If you want to take it to the next level, because you have some experience in this, then we go ahead and we look at other options. One moment before we get started, take a minute and get some water. Just want to quick make sure we have a little bit of rest. Alright friends, let's go ahead and get started. So, like I said, elbows on, we're going to do a 30-second hold. And I want to show one variation real quick for those who want to take it to the next level. The way you can take it to the next level is you have your elbows glued down, fingers together, back arch, and you can just bring the knees further away. And that takes it to the next level. And eventually, if you can, you actually come onto the feet and you lift the knees off of the ground. And that kind of looks like this. And that, you'll notice, is very intense. So, if it's your first time, there is no need to advance it. Spend about 3 weeks doing this 2 to 3 times a week. And then after that, you can start advancing with some of the stuff I showed. So, let's go ahead and get started. 30 seconds on the clock. Elbows dig down. Fingers together, press together. And then just arch that low back and hold. Pull in the stomach, arch the low back, dig the elbows into the chair. Don't let them rest there. You're pushing them down. All right, first set down. We're going to be doing 3 sets. All right, you guys ready? Set number 2. We're just going to rapid fire all 3 sets, and then we're going to move right into the back bends. All right, third set. Coming in. Dig those elbows, or sorry, second set. Dig the elbows down, pull in the stomach, and begin. All right, 2 sets down. How are these feeling? Has anyone here ever gotten the chance to experience shoulder opening? Um, if not, it is a beautiful practice. I know a lot of people say stabilize the shoulders because they're very mobile, and for sure, we do a lot of stability work in this class too, but mobility of the shoulder is needed too. 180 degrees from here to up should be accessible, and that's the only way you're going to start getting some more advanced movement within your body, like handstands, back bends, is you need full range of motion of the shoulder. So doing this is a great way to start opening it up. And again, what I would suggest is twice a week, just where we're doing 3 sets of 30 seconds, maybe 3 times a week, and just notice how much that already starts changing things. But it has to be done with good form. So let's go ahead and come into the third set. Everything only works with form. So dig those elbows down. Pull in the stomach and begin. All right. That is all 3 sets. Dun dun dun. Time for some back bending. So we're going to be going through, if we have time, 4 exercises. If we don't have time, maybe 3 only. But I'd like to do 4. So back bending requires, at least the way I like to practice it, a lot of shoulder intelligence. Because I like to set it up where we're not only going to learn how to back bend, but we're going to learn how to enter it from dynamic positions. So I'm going to show 2 exercises right now that we're going to do, and then 2 other exercises back to back, and we're going to superset them. So the first exercise sounds like it's obvious, but it actually will not be obvious, and this is a great way to prep it. So what we do is, I have my back facing towards the wall, and what I'm going to do is reach back and I plant my hand so that my fingers are facing up. Okay? Make sure that you are at least shoulder width away from the wall, maybe even a little further. So I might even do it so that I'm leaning back when I touch. So let me do that again. So all I do is turn around, fingers are pointing up. From here, this is the shoulder intelligence part. We're going to rotate the hand so that my fingers are pointing to the ground. So I go like this, down, and at this point my second hand matches. So let me show that again. So I start, hand comes back, I reach the second hand backwards, boom, and now I'm in a half back bend sort of vibe. From here, I rotate the hand so that it's facing up, and then I come back to neutral. Let's try that again. Developing shoulder intelligence. And may feel uncomfortable the first time. Farther away from the wall is harder, closer is easier. So maybe if I want to be nice and gentle, I start really close to the wall. Boom. And there we go. We're going to go ahead, 10 reps of these, and then we'll move into the second exercise. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As in each side counts as 1 rep. So let's go ahead and get started. Hit. 1. 2. 3. If you have questions, please do ask. Fingers are pointing up. Reach the hand back as fingers turn down. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Final one. 10. Woo! 10 reps. Shake it out, shake it out. We're now going to move into the second exercise. And this is just to start getting the spine warmed up. So the second exercise, what we're going to be doing is just back walk downs. So nice and simple. This one, you go as deep as is comfortable for you. So you want to find the depth that your body can manage. Let me just set up the camera view so it's a little more in line with what I'm going to show. So find a distance that's comfortable for you. It really depends on how deep you want to go. If you want to go deeper, you go further away from the wall. If you want to start off more gentle, just go maybe 1 foot distance or 2 feet distance away from the wall. So from here, my hands are going to reach towards the back of the wall, as so. So first hands are forward, and I reach them back, grabbing the wall. From here, just walking my hands down, as low as I'd like. And then if I want to get them all the way to the floor, that's what I shoot for. And then I walk right back up. That was demonstration. We're going to do 6 reps of that. So 6 reps, 3 to 6. If it feels really new for you and you can't get as deep, don't go as deep. Just go wherever you're comfortable with. And I'm going to do 6 reps. However, I know that this can be really new as far as the musculature that's required. So do a gentle touch of it. Okay? And begin. 1 and back. 2. 3. 3. 3 more. 4. 5. Last one. 6. Woo! Those are intense, but just a fantastic way to develop your strength in coming in and out of your bends, as well as start developing some level of spinal comfortability in it. Again, do not go all the way down if it's your first time, or if you're feeling some level of hesitation. Listen to your body. These are really dynamic positions, so we really want to appreciate the signals that our body is giving and take them into account. One more set of both of these. So we're coming back here. Hand comes back. And again, you can be closer to make it easier, further to make it harder. So from here, fingers are spread, rotate, rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Woo! All right. Again, this is just developing 1, good spinal awareness, and then 2, shoulder intelligence, which is what's going to be needed whenever you want to start getting into your back bends. You want to have these patterns memorized in your body so that whenever we want to enter it, you're not wondering. Because I've taught so many people, and this is probably the most confusing part, is how can I intelligently rotate my shoulder so that it can support me in the back bend. So we're just trying to develop that intelligence. So let's go into back walk downs. This time I'm only going to do 4 reps. But again, find what's comfortable for you, anywhere from 3 to 6. So going as deep as is comfortable for you as well. Really value your experiences and what your body is telling you. Coming back. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Take a moment. Do a little bit of spinal waving just to really orient your spine and let it know that this is okay. I know it's new, but just get some good nutritious movement in here. And we're going to move into the final exercise for today. So just give yourself a moment. We won't do 2 more exercises. We'll do just one last one. And it is Very important exercise for back bends, a pure back bend. So the way we're going to set this up is that we're going to find ourselves lying on the ground on our backs. Knees are bent, hands are up. From here, what I want you to consider is how can I lean deep into my shoulders while opening my chest. So a lot of people, when they do back bends, they tend to overuse the low back, which I don't like to use the word overuse in this situation because it might sound like injury causing, but it's not necessarily that. Instead, what it actually is that we just want to distribute the opening evenly throughout our body. So as we do so, hands are going to come underneath, fingers are pointing down to my heels. So my fingers are pointing down to my heels, fingers are spread, and I'm going to elevate. So you can watch this round. And I really want to lead with my thoracic shooting towards my head. So that's how I'll get the thoracic opening. So from here, hands are planted, fingers spread, and I am also planting my feet into the ground, and I'm going to create a one-time lifting motion coming up. So right here, this is where I'm not using my chest. This is just me hanging out on my low back. This is me using my chest. And you can see how much more opening I get right away from there. You might get a little bit of cramping if it's your first time trying this. We're just going to do a gentle 15-second hold. Eventually, you want to try and level those up to 30-second holds and getting them so that you can do it strong and setting it up where in about 2 to 3 weeks you can feel comfortable with 15-second holds. Give it another 2 to 3 weeks, and in about 5-6 weeks you can double it to 30-second holds. But take your time with this, like really honor where your body is. So I'm going to set up a timer for us. Where there is my timer. Alright, 15 seconds on the clock. You guys ready? Feeling strong? Alright, let's do it. Hands come down. In 3, 2, 1, up. Hold. Staying strong here. Lean into those shoulders. And that's 15 seconds. Alright. Take a small break. Lying on your back. We're just going to windshield wipe the legs. Alright, second set. You guys ready? This will be the final set for today. One last 15-second hold. Hands are going to come underneath the shoulders. And we're going to go ahead and lift up and high. Plant the hands, lifting up in 3, 2, 1. Lift. Roll into those shoulders. and coming down. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take a moment. We're going to do just a 1 minute gentle spinal cool down. So coming onto the hands and knees, spreading the fingers, we're going to just create nice circular rotations leading with our sternum. So I let my sternum sink and I'm going to rotate it around in a circle. Just gentle rolls. Let's go ahead and do 10 of these. This is rep number 6 for me. 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And last one, 10. Relaxing here, giving some love to our body. And as we come into a seated position, finding whatever seated position is comfortable for you, taking a moment for 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Let it be loud. Let it be soft. Inhale. Exhale. Final breath. Inhale. Exhale. Thank you guys for coming to today's class. It has been quite the journey. As always, I'm grateful to get to teach some levels and concepts in opening and strength work, and then also just getting to have fun with different themes and letting our bodies explore these themes. If we're interested in any of the topics, please say, like, let's keep this theme going for a couple weeks, and we can look at back bends for a couple weeks, or we can look at handstands for a couple weeks, or we can look at push-pull work or hip mobility, whatever we touch. Whatever we touch that touches your heart, you let me know, and we'll be sure to continue it. Very grateful for everyone here that gets to make it out to the class, and looking forward to getting to keep moving together, strong, connected, and vibrantly.